Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 24 of my Newcastle United career mode. I'm It's Mayor RGHD, and today you join us for our next three matches, which are going to be against Norwich, Southampton and Queen's Park Rangers. The majority of them being away, unfortunately, but hey ho, that's how the fixtures go from time to time. Sorry about my leave of absences, just haven't felt up to recording with hay fever and everything. Anyone who's got hay fever knows how it is from time to time, and it's just really having a bad time of it so far. You join us in this episode as we are 8th in the league, I believe. Yes, we are 8th in the league, which is a vast improvement from where we were this time maybe 3 games ago. But here we go, straight into it, and as you can see, we offered Connor Wickham a contract last episode, which is now being accepted, which is always good to see. And the Ivory Coast have rescinded their offer of me taking over them as the manager, but quite honestly I couldn't care less about managing the Ivory Coast. But anyway, here we are in our first game at St James's against Norwich, well, as you probably assume, have come up this season, or last season, whatever you want to call it. So really it should be a game I'm looking at getting 3 points from, especially after you consider the run of form that we had from last episode. This was actually recorded on the same day, so I'm should theoretically still be in the same form. But there you go, John Ruddy for West Ham for Norwich City. You can probably already assume what my lineup's going to be, and here you go: Krul, De Sciglio, Nastasic, Shanga, Biwa, Santon, Ciote, Anita, Ben Arthur, Cabella, De Jong, Lacazette, Scuffit, Dan, Hodzaniazov, Sissoko, Colback, Ozyakup and Cisse. As I always say, it's the standard lineup for me, and quite frankly anyone should know how to play against it, but for some reason it's getting me results, so I'm not going to care there. But here you go for Norwich. You've got Ruddy, Martin, Basson, Coulier, Olsen, Bennett, Howson, Dorrans, Redmond, Van Wolfswinkel, Hooper, then Bunn, Taylor, Ojeda, Ofoe, Lafferty, Turner, Houlihan and Jerome on the bench. So pretty similar to what they were season before last now. And I'm going to go attacking, and Norwich going to get us underway, and the first chance of the match is going to fall for me. And here we go with De Jong. No, are we going to get anything? Yes we are, maybe. Has a crack and somehow finds its way into the back of the net. Bit of a fluky goal, I'm not going to lie. Have scored better, then again I've scored an awful lot worse, and we find ourselves 1-0 up. But nah, did very well to get that much elevation on the ball after just not taking a run up or anything, and yeah, just scoops it over Ruddy straight into the back of the net, and that is 1-0 to Newcastle, and looking to be back carrying on that run of form we had from last episode. And as you can see, all the players extremely happy over that finish, and that is actually De Jong's 4th goal of the season in the Premier League so far. Now here we go, second chance of the game is falling for Norwich. As you've probably already established, this is a post-commentary. And there we go, Howson headers it in, but brilliant save by Krul, and it is cleared. But another chance falls to Norwich pretty soon after that. Here we go, Graham Dorrans over to Redmond. Plays it back to Dorrans, who just drags it wide, unfortunately for Norwich, but fortunately for me. And here we go, another chance for Norwich. Redmond tries whipping it into Bennett, who somehow gets around the man and places it wide. But here we are in the 40th minute now, another chance for me. A superb ball through to Lacazette from Ben Arthur, but unfortunately Lacazette fails to capitalise on it. Arguably should have had a penalty, but nothing given. And another chance for Lacazette, and we get the corner from it, so not a bad effort, but nothing could come from the corner. And the first chance of the second half fell to Norwich, who plays it to Hooper, plays it for Wolfswinkel, who feeds it through to Hooper, and somehow, yeah, it winds up in the back of the net, unfortunately. Not what I wanted to see, well, not to plan at all. I mean, let's face it, no one ever plans to concede, but you just got to deal with it. I mean, there's a pretty decent pass from Van Wolfswinkel to Hooper, but I reckon we probably could have done better there. Krul couldn't really have done much more. He did all that was asked of him. It was the defence that left him stranded, to be brutally honest with you. And that is the equaliser for Norwich for Hooper's 3rd goal of the Prem. And here we go, nothing happened really after that, and the game ends in a 1-1 draw. Not the best result, but it's not a loss, so I suppose I can count my blessings from that aspect. And the bit of an anticlimax of a game, but there you go, and there's a confirmation of it being a 1-1 draw. And let's get into this next game against Southampton at St Mary's. And Southampton, both teams reasonably doing well. I can't really remember where Southampton were in the league at this point, but you can see you got Foster, Klein, Yoshida, like the standard lineup you'd expect for Southampton, to be honest. There you go. There's my main man, Lacazette, who is being an absolute beast this season. He really has so far, and that is even with picking up that injury against, I can't remember who. There you go. Here's the Southampton lineup: Davis, Klein, Yoshida, Gardos, Taggart, Wanyama, Schneiderlin, Cork, Rowe, Pella and Mane. Then Borch, Bertrand, Tadic, Long, Højfeld, Ramirez and Osvaldo on the bench. So it's a pretty solid lineup for Southampton. I'm not going to show you mine because... or am I going to show you mine? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm going to show you mine, and as you can see, it is the standard lineup for me, because I never change my lineup where I arguably should, and then I wonder why my players are so tired. But no, as I say, standard lineup for me. I'm not even going to go through it because you could read it there, and it's going to be Southampton getting us underway. And when the ref blows his whistle, he's blown it, and this game is now underway. But here you go, first chance of the match did fall to Southampton. Superb ball into Rowe, who rattles the woodwork and arguably taken out, but referee says no, and play goes on. So here we are, another chance for Southampton, fed into Rowe again, and puts header wide. Here we are, De Jong has a crack, rattles the woodwork, and gathered by Davis. Which was a pretty solid effort, but not. And here we go, Lacazette takes the ball round his man, and just using that pace, and places the ball into the bottom right hand corner, and that is 1-0 to Newcastle away from home. Lacazette celebrating in front of the Toon Army, who are over the moon at this point, seeing as, well, it looks as if we're going to have a pretty shabby season, and we are now pulling results out the bag, which is what you wanted to see. A superb goal from Lacazette. Yeah, quite happy to have scored that, and yeah, it's good start for me. 1-0 up. Admittedly a bit late in the half, but hey, that's what you want to do. At times it totally screws up the opponent's half-time team talk. But here we go, Ben Arthur has a crack and no, straight at Davis, and is saved. But here we are, here's the corner, whipped in to Sasic, who hits the bar, bounces off the line, cleared only as far as De Jong, who brilliant looping header over Davis, and I'm really happy with that goal. So I couldn't ask for a better header than that. Arguably Nastasic should have done better at the first attempt, but De Jong's tidied up the scraps, and we find ourselves 2-0 up on the hour mark in this game. Just kind of curious to see how close to going over that was. It probably didn't even come close, but that header from De Jong, no, superb looping header. Davis doesn't stand a chance. Beats Rowe in the air as well, who had a pretty decent first half, but second half was rather quiet, it has to be said. And we find ourselves 2-0 up in a game, and looking to be in a comfortable position for De Jong's 5th goal in the Premier League this year. Yeah, so now penalty, unfortunately, for Southampton, which Pella, you can expect he's going to score that, and that's 2-1. So Southampton looking to be back in this game. There's not really much I can say about it. I can't even really remember what the penalty was. I tried distracting Pella, but no, it didn't fall for it, and slots it to my right and puts Southampton back in the game. But here we are, from the restart, over to Nastasic. It got tackled kind of to Anita, to De Jong, who sees the run from Lacazette, who hits it first time. 3-1, thank you very much. I mean, this has been an episode so far. The goals in it have been pretty decent. Some of them have been a bit questionable, i.e. the De Jong one against Norwich, but hey ho, they all go in and they all count. But no, this is a superb finish from Lacazette. Really happy with it, which is why I'm showing you the replay. If I wasn't happy with it, I wouldn't re-show a replay. But no, a superb finish from Lacazette, and puts us back in a commanding position, 3-1 up, and arguably at this point should maybe walking away with at least a point, almost certainly 3. But here we are, Cabela guarantees us the 3 points. This game well and truly put to bed now. A superb goal from Cabela, who is the skipper as per usual now, as I've dropped Colaccini, because unfortunately Colaccini, alright, he's decent, but he's getting on a bit. He hasn't got the stats anymore. Maybe going to be looking at selling him in January. But no, as I say, superb finish from Cabela. And that 4-1 up, can't complain. playing 3 goals to the good. It's killed the game, guaranteed us the 3 points, and the Toonami understandably overjoyed by that. But that is his 4th goal this season as well, so you can tell he's in the business for us. But yeah, there you go. Chance for De Jong, taken down, injured, but nothing given. But here we are, through to Cabela, has a touch and slots it away for 5. And his 5th goal of the Prem. And really, we're just rubbing salt in the wounds at this point. Southampton's heads are dropped, and well, quite frankly, if you're playing in the Premier League and your head does drop, you're going to get punished for it, and it's going to end up with scorelines like that, unfortunately. And Southampton not quick enough to respond, and a superb finish from Cabela. And yeah, 5-1. I mean, it was game, set and match from goal number 4 for me, to be honest, but no, another goal to the good always helps. And as I say, his 5th goal in the Premier League, and I believe that is going to be the last goal of the game. And there you go, it's at the bottom. But that just shows you the shot stat there, how close this game's been. But nah, there we go. Rowe can't do anything with it, and that's it for this game. The referee ends it there. Final score of 5-1 to Newcastle United. Very high scoring game, much like the last time we played Southampton. But no, I'm quite happy to walk away with a 3 point. Well, it's a well-deserved 3 points from the lads today. There's a confirmation. We win 5-1. Shame about the penalty, but hey, you can't have everything. And here we go for our final game against Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road. And again, after beating Southampton quite comfortably, I was sat there thinking, yeah, this would be, this will be a game I could reasonably expect 3 points from. Trying to identify players, and it was like, I don't really follow Queen's Park Rangers, so I don't really know many of the players apart from Sandro, who I believe has been deported from the country because apparently he's been playing without a work permit. I don't know how true that is. That's just what you hear through the grapevine. But here we go for QPR: McCarthy, Barton at right back, surprisingly, Emir, Anua, Robinson, Diakite, Sandro, Phillips, Hoylett, Fair, and Michu. Then Murphy, DaCosta, Fowlin, Austin, Coulcutt, Much, and Zamora on the bench. Really surprised to see Austin on the bench, but not sure if I was more surprised to see Barton at right back or not. But there you go, Sign De Jong, been really good in these last couple of games. Hopefully he can produce another decent performance for the lads today, and QPR gets underway. And here we go, first chance to get that match. Brilliant ball to Lacazette, takes it round his man, has a crack and hits the post, unfortunately. But rather unfortunate there. But here we go, another chance falling to Lacazette, cuts in, and calm as you like, slots it away for first goal of the game to Newcastle United, right in front of the QPR fans, and celebrate. And the QPR players looking rather dejected now at this point, which is rather understandable. Well, defence did let McCarthy down there, who, I mean, I do like McCarthy. He was a superb keeper for Reading. Shame he left, but at the end of the day, you want to get first team football, but if you're going to be playing like that, you're not going to be in the first team for too long. And that's Lacazette's 18th goal of the Premier League, and really paying dividends on that transfer in the summer. But here we go, Anita, another superb ball through to Lacazette. Can he do anything with it? Takes it out wide, cuts in, and has a crack straight at McCarthy. And De Jong can't do anything, and it is eventually gotten rid of. But here we go, chance for QPR, first chance of the game, Phillips, and drags it wide, unfortunately. Here we are, Santon, another chance for Newcastle, has a crack and drags it wide, unfortunately. Now in the second half, more chances for me. De Jong has a superb crack at goal, McCarthy superbly saved. But here we are, Ben Arthur through to Lacazette. Can he do anything with it? One-on-one kind of, and no, drags it wide, unfortunately. Here we go, no, it's a chance for Michu, and yeah, that was the kind of shot. These are the kind of chances that QPR have been reduced to for this point in the game. But now here we go, Lacazette taking on the entire team, beats 2 men off the dribble, and can't have a shot, deflected, and somehow it rather weakly goes in, it has to be said. But no, it's another goal for Lacazette, gives us a 2-goal advantage, gives us a bit of an insurance policy in regards to the fact if we can now concede a goal and it won't matter too much because we are still in the running for 3 points. But no, rather feeble shot from Lacazette, it has to be said. But as I said earlier, they all go in, it's gone in, and they all count at the end of the day, so I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, as you can see, he just rolls his foot over the top of the ball, and it completely flummoxes Alex McCarthy, and it's 2-0 for us. Here we are, and the ref ends the game. We win 2-0. It's another 3 points, so it's 7 points from a possible 9 today. Not bad going at all. Admittedly, not as good as what it was last episode, but it's still more than what we've been getting at the earlier in the season, and we're really looking now to be for pushing our way up the league. And there you can see that we'll go open up league table. As you can see, we're in 6th. United leading the way on 40 points. Chelsea in 2nd on 39. City 35. Unfortunately, Tottenham are 4th, but that's all going to change hopefully at the end of the season. They're on 32 points. West Brom surprisingly in 5th with 30, and there you go, us in 6th on 29 points. So, ahead of Arsenal on goal difference. And no, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's kind of apart from Tottenham, and West Brom, I'd say it's fair enough for the top half of the table. Maybe Arsenal arguably should be a bit higher, but there you go. Wigan, QPR, and Cardiff making up the relegation zone. Wigan really not doing well, but anyway, that's going to end the episode for today. I have been at Smell RGHD. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if I've sounded a bit off, but that, as I say, is due to hay fever, and I'm fairly congested at this point in time. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Peace out.